Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. At the end of the last video, just as I was sort of rounding off, there's a little news flash came up on the bottom of the screen. And that's why I was sort of semi-stunned by what I literally just read. And I'm going straight in and doing this one right away. This wasn't one of my planned stories, obviously breaking news. And so I'm putting this one out straight away for you. It's only a short piece because there's not a lot of information, but I just think you need to know. Now, if you remember, you have Sean Hogg, a man who was at the time convicted on several counts of R-ing a child, then got a community payback order rather than doing any time in prison. This is going along with the SNP's soft touch on P. They're obviously trying to make it, normalise it effectively. Let's not put people in prison for it. Let's reduce the sentencing for it. Let's introduce an age limit, and then slowly over time, I suppose, they'll raise that age limit until it includes men of about Humza Yousaf's age. That kind of thing. I think that's what the direction of travel. It certainly seems that they want to sort of sexualise children anyway. But anyway, Hogg was convicted on several counts of R-ing this child. Then he was given that terrible sentence, but he appealed. Hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen, because the appeals court has just overturned the conviction on one of the counts anyway, and he has walked free, and basically he's not going to do anything for that particular crime. Now, of course, no one's saying he didn't do it. He's simply overturned because the court got something wrong. There was an error in the trial. It doesn't mean that something didn't happen, of course. And so, it's quite clear that whatever happened had happened. They just can't, or they're unable to prosecute him for it. But we'll have a look at this, and honestly, it will blow your mind. Here goes. So, Sean Hogg's child R conviction is overturned by judges following an appeal. The man was convicted of R-ing a 13-year-old, but the ruling has now been quashed by appeal judges. He's still convicted on one count at the moment because there were several counts that he was done. They've only overturned one count. So judges have overturned a man's conviction over the R of a 13-year-old girl due to insufficient evidence. Lawyers for Sean Hogg told the Court of Appeal that the judge who presided over his trial did not follow correct legal procedures to establish guilt, and that the 22-year-old suffered a very significant miscarriage of justice. I don't think it's a very significant miscarriage of justice because he obviously did do something to the child. You've got to be careful with the phrasing. Something undoubtedly did happen. I've got to protect myself by being careful on what I say. Nobody, I think, is denying that some events took place. He's currently still convicted, of course, of the other R. This particular occurrence, we cannot say he was convicted of it because it's been quashed. However, we understand convictions can be quashed. And it was the case of the man recently released after about 17 or 18 years in prison for a crime he didn't do. And that's fine. I get that. But this guy is still guilty of the other one. However, it isn't that's made me sort of blow my mind on this one. Anyway, Hogg, and I'll come to it in a second. Hogg was found guilty of attacking his victim in Dalkeith Country Park on various occasions in 2018 when he was 17 in April this year. He was found guilty in April this year. The case became highly controversial as he was given a community payback order instead of jail time as a result of the SNP's soft-touch justice approach to those under 25 and their attempted normalisation of children. But this conviction no longer stands after judge made their ruling today, just now, literally just now. Prosecutors then confirmed, and blow your mind time, that they will not be seeking a retrial in this case either, saying it was not in the public interest. Excuse me, I think it is very much in the public interest to try someone who R's a child. This is an example of another establishment organisation, the justice system, going along with the SNP's plans and normalising this. Normalising P. Normalising the sexualisation of children. Not in the public interest, my arse. After leaving the court building, Hogg was asked for a comment on the ruling and he said, "I've got nothing to say." We all know who he is. We all know where he is. We all know what he looks like. Say no more. Hogg's legal team lodged an appeal against his sentence and conviction in Edinburgh last month. They alleged that a very significant miscarriage of justice had taken place. Hogg's counsel, Donald Findlay Casey, told the appeal hearing that the trial judge misdirected the jury, and the Crown agreed that there had been a factual error by the judge and conceded mistakes were made. And it turns out when you look at this, the mistakes made were all to do with dates, not that he did or didn't do anything. It was simply dates that were wrong, but apparently that's enough to get you off. Meanwhile, that girl is sitting there now looking at this and thinking, why did I bother going to court? And then they worry. They come out and they say, oh, the conviction rates of this is so low. It's a worry. We're going to have juryless trials because the conviction rates are so low. Then first of all, this guy walks free because the prosecution can't do its job. Secondly, the conviction rates are going to fall even more because the next victim's going to look at this and go, why the hell should I bother? And thirdly, even if they're convicted, they get a little slap on the wrist and told they're go on their way. Go about your business. Off you go. Unbelievable, isn't it? And they sit there and they try to bring in juryless trials because they can't convict They need to pull their finger out and do their job properly. Solicitor General Ruth Charteris Casey told the trio of judges at Edinburgh's High Court of Criminal Appeal that there was enough evidence to uphold one count of R against Hogg. More to follow because this is literally breaking news. It's right on the button. Which is why I brought it to you straight away. There will be more. Let me just press update here and see if any more comes. I did click on it and update. Let's just see. No, hasn't updated yet. So yeah, there he is. What a lovely human being he is. And the aura of children. Walks free. And because of a mistake by a judge, he has his conviction for one of the attempts anyway quashed. I think the other one still stands. But I know that the appeal goes on because there is an appeal by the Crown who are saying that the conviction that does stand shouldn't have been given a community order, should have been a jail sentence. So hopefully that appeal will go through and the police will come along, scoop him up and drop him into jail. For a young lad like that will be the envy. Some big cellmate of his will have a lovely time. Anyway, I shall stop there and come up and just appalled that they think it's not in public justice to retry it. Anyway, coming up. Yeah, so there you are. Breaking news, as I say. So there's more to come on that story, I think. It's literally just what came up as I was filming the back end of that last video. So I thought I'd throw it out because I'm pretty sure we're all being interested. It's a story that we've followed right from the beginning, in fact. So, yeah, as this changes, if any more comes up, I'll throw up a flash video or something just to sort of update on the story as it breaks. Anyway, thank you very much for that. It's terrible. Hopefully the other conviction will stand and that he will get turned into jail, put into jail when that appeal goes through. Anyway, till then, we'll wait and see. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Goodbye.